Today we are going to work on installing our wood stoves. We bought a couple used on Facebook, and we have a chimney here that we've done some videos of before, so Mike is gonna have to get up there. We got a handy dandy chimney sweep that Alexander's modeling for everybody. So Mike's gonna get up there and clean out the chimney. We don't want any yuckies in there that would catch the house on fire. But there's a chimney, so we're gonna work on that first, and then we're gonna work on installing the stove. Hopefully we'll get it done today because the snow is coming. You can feel it in the air. But it's supposed to snow tomorrow, and all we have are space heaters at this point. So we're hoping for the wood stoves. So here goes Michael. I guess so. It's gonna take us a while to figure out how to get him up on the roof. Hi there.
Hi.
You were saying something about roofs. I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah. I've been on more roofs this past week than I have in, I don't know, like the past 15 years.
Well,
and this roof is going to be interesting because, I mean, it's a metal roof with a relatively steep grade, and then it's very slippery up here. So.
But compared to the grade on the other roof.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
So
just
I just need to shimmy on up and see how it goes.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Explain what's going on.
Okay. So I had a bit of a tumble.
A bit.
Because this roof is a little bit steep and slick. It's more slick than anything, the metal roof. So I'm gonna and I was on the ladder. I fell down.
You fell off the ladder. You just didn't fall down. You fell off.
I fell off the ladder, and then luckily because the patio is so weathered, it had a lot of give to it when I fell. And I fell with my back right here, and my head came down here, and I was able to just barely miss knocking my head. But in the process, I came up with the idea. What I'm going to do is I got rope now, and I'm going to toss it over the other end of the house, and we can tie it to a tree. That's the idea. And then when we tie it to that tree, I'm going to be able to stabilize myself on the roof, and so I can clean out the chimney. So.
And it's misting now. Did you see that?
It is misting.
Yeah.
So it's going to be super slick on that roof. All the more reason for rope.
Mhm.
See how it goes.
Okay. Alex moves so Dad doesn't kill you. When you do that, please don't knock a window out on the other side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here. Oh, wait, but hold on to that. Don't unravel it yet. Okay. I'm going to hop on this ladder again. My handy dandy ladder.
Round two.
Which is the worst. Whee! Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm filming.
Oh, okay. Well, cleaned it from the bottom. Wood-burning stove. I was trying to figure it out initially how to best do this, but so we got 6 by 24 pipes, and so 2 feet away from the wall should be enough room to where we can get air circulation behind the stove so that the wall doesn't get too hot. Since our stove is lifted off of the ground, I was talking with the guy at the hardware store that I went to, and he said since the stove is lifted off the ground and we're on tile, you don't necessarily need a baseboard, and then if we can get it far enough away, we don't need a wall board either. And so we're trying to So this is 2 feet down, and then I got a junction right here. This will go down to the back of the stove. And then after that, I cleaned out the chimney from the bottom, so I didn't have to go onto the roof and fall down again. So I was able to get the broom up there, and I got close to the top. So, and the chimney itself, when I was looking at it, it looked relatively clean. There wasn't a whole lot of soot, even when I was going through it from the bottom.
And there's no birds' nests or squirrels or something living in there?
No birds' nests or squirrels, just some leaves came down. That was about it. So, now I'm gonna need to put one of these, and these things are kind of cool. They just clip together. They're kind of a pain in the butt to put together, but they do clip right here as I cut myself. So I'm gonna finish putting this. We're gonna have a pipe right here coming down, and then I'm probably gonna need to cut that pipe over there, because then I'll have a little bit of too much pipe. And then we'll see how it works. We'll be able to start up a fire since the chimney's all cleared out, and we can start our 1979 where is it? It's back here.
King Circulator.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it was. It was a 1979 King Circulator. So this thing is pretty old, but it still works, and the people we bought it off of said that they heated up their 2-bedroom house to a point to where they had to leave the house because it got so hot at one point. So we will send you an update as I wrap this up and see how it goes, and hopefully not burn down the house.
Stop it, don't even joke. It's not funny.
So tonight ended in defeat, and the day itself, falling off a little ladder, and
You got the chimney swept.
I did get the chimney swept, but we were trying to put the here. Let me show you. We were trying to put the pipe on the back of the stove, and we couldn't get it to stick. And
So it's got a little, you can't really see very good. Oh, it does. It has a little lip here. And so it doesn't go in very well.
And then we came to the conclusion that you have to drill a hole in the pipe, which didn't really work out well for us. I mean, I was able to drill a hole, but it was too big. I didn't have the right bit. But then
That was after you tried to,
I tried to jam the wrong end of the pipe in on purpose because I thought I could manipulate the galvanized pipe to stick and then fit, so then I don't need to drill into the pipe. But then I ended up mangling it, and I had to hammer it out. We finally were able to get it back on the pipe, but as you can see,
it's kind of sad looking. So
Kinda
this is
sad looking.
Mike's joint.
it's a sad pipe.
And, oh, the other joints we already took apart. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no problem connecting it to the actual chimney, but then Alexis and I, we were working, and we had it connected to the chimney, and then we had it connected to the stove, and I was about to mark to cut the remaining pipe so that we can get it all together, and then we realized that we don't have the right extra pipe, because the pipe that we need needs these two
We need 2 female sides for a pipe.
yeah, and then so it's just not going to fit. So we learned a lot on day 1 of trying to put the pipe together.
After how many hours?
This has been, I got home at like what, 4, so it's been 5 hours, and it's dark out now, and my body hurts from the ladder incident. And I'm very frustrated, and I'm cold and hungry, and the wolves are after me. But it's all right because the snow. Today's Sunday, and the snow is coming on Tuesday, so we have Monday to get this stove up and working. So there will be.
It's coming tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night, so yes, we have tomorrow to get it done, and we will, because we learned so much today.
Well, I mean, we know what piece we need, right? Had we not gone this far and given up and said, oh, well, we need a new elbow because of our little change to the elbow, then we wouldn't have known we actually needed a dual-sided female piece instead.
Yeah.
Right?
Or maybe they make an elbow with 2 female sides.
They might, or maybe just like a pipe, because like something like that big.
Yeah. So we know what we need, and we should be able to get it done tomorrow. A lot of trial and error today, but. All right. I went back to the hardware store and I got what I needed. I got some furnace cement here, which is stands up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to apply it to this elbow joint here to the back of the stove, and then that way it should make a nice seal. Everything is going to be nice and secure, a good foundation for the piping. And then I also bought what's called a union piece, which is what we were missing yesterday when we ran into the problem with the male and female ends of the pipe. But this is going to solve the problem. So with that, I'm going to apply to it now. It says to add a little water. I cut up a styrofoam cup. I'm going to dump a little bit out right here. And apply it to this area here. It says apply water, but I mean, honestly, it seems like it's got enough liquid in it, but I guess I'll add a touch of water. Okay, so that should be enough to get us going. And I'm going to apply it all along here and in here. Get this, just like really apply it liberally so that I get a good bond with this pipe in the back of the stove. And so with that, stay tuned. You can turn it off.
Okay. Now.
Are you filming?
Yes.
Okay. As you can see, I am putting it on pretty liberally. It says, according to the directions, you want 1/8 of an inch of a coat. And I'm going to try to get it in every crevice. And then I'm also going to apply it to the back of the stove here. So that I get a good bond with the back of the stove. And then put a little bit on the lip right here.
And lady, tasty mighty. Your name is Tasty Mighty.
Then
Mighty Heidi.
I'm gonna apply some
Tidy
edge
Woody. Holy cow. What did you just do? It looks like you broke it.
I don't think so. So get a good coat
Actually, it looks like you cemented it.
all around, and then according to the directions, it takes an hour to dry.
Okay, that sounds bad. Okay. Actually, that's not.
So, Alex, can you hand me the cement that's on top there? No, you gotta stand up.
Oh. Okay, fine. Here, stay here. I will be right back. This is heavy.
Thank you.
That's heavy. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Because I guess so much cement is on.
Cement.
Okay, back to filming.
All right. Did you press the record button?
Yes.
Just adding some more all around. It seemed like I was getting a little bit low, but with the water that I put in, I think I put in a little bit too much. This should make it so it's good to go.
It looks like you're running out of stuff.
Okay. Now, take it. And then we let it set. It says it takes about an hour for it to set, so we'll see how it looks in an hour.
Oh,
Can you
what?
give us a little update of what's going on?
You can see over here I put this soaked concrete all around the base, and then what I ended up doing is I became impatient and I tried to put it on the pipe before it was fully sealed. So what I'm gonna do instead,
So what happened when you did that?
it came out of the back of the stove. So I bought this stuff. It's silicone sealant. It's meant for stoves, and it's gonna make it a permanent fixture on the back of the stove. And if that doesn't work, then there's other options, but it should work. And so I am about to seal it now, and it will work. I know it will.
Alright.
Okay, so what are you doing?
So I am measuring. We measured from here after inserting and what it's gonna be, because we don't need all of this pipe. And so I'm just putting notches all the way around so that, so we're gonna eyeball it, but then I figured we'd end up with a really crooked pipe, and after all of this hard work that would be pointless. So we are measuring to put the notch marks in so that when Michael cuts it, we actually cut a straight line, which is important. So see, we've got notches all the way around, and we're just using a crayon, which seems to come off pretty good on these things. So.
Yeah, and the silicone sealant behind here actually worked pretty well. We applied it, and it's pretty much just rock solid tight within about an hour. It says on the label that it takes 24 hours to fully cure, but we need to get a fire going tonight, and we're about this much away from being able to have a fire. So I am going to use my snippet tool, and we are going to cut. And I figure if it is sloppy, I can put on some of that cement, stove cement, to just make it look a little bit neater after the fact. But at least if we get this part connected with this part, we are good to go. All right.
Yeah, we're cutting.
This was I think it ended up costing like $12 to buy this snipping tool at Ace Hardware. And you definitely want to wear gloves when you do this because you can jack up your hands for sure. It actually cuts pretty easy once you get it going.
Yeah, it looks like once you get past that rivet. And I would err on the side of, yeah, cutting it high and then you can trim it once we get all the big stuff off. Do you want me to hold it out?
Do you have gloves? I'd rather you wear gloves because this stuff is gonna cut your hand. Okay.
So
We're just working our way around the pipe.
do you want me to hold it? I was gonna hold out this turn side like this.
Yeah, I can meet it on the other end.
Oh yeah, if you want to do that, then.
And then
So even the best laid plans, we ended up a tad crooked. We're gonna try and even this out before we put the pipe on. But we're so close now. I can almost smell the smoke.
I know. And the heat that will come in this house will be fantastic.
This stuff is wicked, wicked sharp.
So yeah, definitely want to wear gloves. Keep this away from the kids as well. 'Cause this would not be fun. That is our pipe. It's a little bit sharp at the top there, but again, I can apply that stove cement that will just cover all this up, and you can't see this frayed edging or anything like that. I mean, I can cut a little, ooh, and it is sharp. I can cut a little bit to take some of the frayed edging.
So these shards that you're cutting off, do you have shoes on?
I do not have shoes on. So I just think maybe we just put it in as is.
Okay.
It's not gonna affect the. Now it's like I'm looking at it and it's bothering me. I'm just gonna put this down. It's not gonna affect anything. I mean.
Now we'll try because we may need to cut it anyway. It may be too long, so we'll see. So we took the elbow off so that we can get a little bit more force, and
Trying to be careful so I don't cut myself on this. We'll go in. Sometimes these things require a little bit of force to get it in.
if we need to, you can take the elbow off of that union piece. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Now let's see how that fits on this piece. Boy. Look at that. Look at that. Is it too high? No, it's not.
Here, bring it down a little bit.
Down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is it in?
It's in.
Look at this.
After a 2-day project, it looks like it's finally done.
We go from here to here. To here. This little junction is very important. We can't neglect that.
Yeah, the junction part, you gotta get that connector piece.
What do they call it? A union.
Yeah, the union piece.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll just have to make sure no one touches up around here until I can coat it with some of that cement.
Fortunately, our children aren't that tall.
Fortunately, yeah, it would probably only be me that touches the pipe, but everything is connected.
I hate to be this guy,
Yeah.
but I thought we were gonna make this piece a little bit shorter. So that's like 2 feet, remember?
We can always do that another day. I say we get a fire started. Alright, so my wife convinced me. I know it sticks out really far.
Like that, pardon the humongous mess, but
Yeah.
like that's seriously like 2 feet from the wall.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a very narrow space, and I was super excited, like, hey, I'll cut the pipe tomorrow, but we might as well just get it done tonight. So we figure if we...
Because otherwise we never will.
Otherwise... but, so we're gonna cut this pipe essentially in half at 12 inches, and that will give this a 18-inch clearance. We have this old heater here, which we're gonna need to take out of the wall, but it should be fine tonight.
Because it's not hooked up to propane.
It's not hooked up to propane or anything like that. There's no propane tank. We are gonna disassemble and then we'll update you how it goes.
So we put a red mark all the way around it this time to try and help guide us a little bit better. There's Michael
Concentrating.
taking all his frustration out.
2 days of this.
Only to be told by me that I want it shorter. So, you're doing good and I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be great. Because space heaters is such an inefficient way to heat a house.
I'm pretty sure it is like probably the most expensive way to heat a house.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. You're throwing money out the window.
Yeah. Like up at the top is the problem.
Is it stuck?
I don't know, it just looks crooked. There you go, that looks better.
Yeah, that's in.
Okay.
Okay. Like a glove.
Alright.
Okay. Scooch it back.
Do you need help?
Oh, I need that stuff.
Ah! Our painting things.
There we go. Alright, that's in.
Alright. Is that as far as it goes?
Yeah. That thing is in.
Alright. How do you feel?
Feel good. I'm looking forward to getting this thing fired up.
And this is, yeah, this is definitely 18 inches from the wall still, so we're good.
Yeah. It should be good to go.
Alright. So
Actually, we got all of them.
checking. Do we have them all?
Look, yeah.
Oh, so it must have been the other one that we got that was missing fire bricks.
Yeah, this one's good.
Oh,
to
wait
go.
a minute. What about the back there? There's no bricks in the back. See that?
Oh.
So go steal some from the other one.
Yeah. Does it make a difference if there's...
Yes,
It does?
I think so. They're supposed to be there.
Alright. So I'm cheating a little bit, but I got a starter log and I'm about to throw some more wood in this fireplace, see how this goes and how the chimney holds up. Looks like the smoke is rising and going through the chimney. I'll toss some more logs on and see what happens. Hey, so what are you doing?
Tearing up stuff for the wood burner. Or do you?
The wood burner? What, is it working?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's check it out. Oh, we got fire.
Wait just a minute, we gotta tear that up smaller because the hole is...
Yeah, it's a small hole. Wow, that is burning.
It is awesome. You can, I mean, already it's warm.
Yeah.
It's already really warm.
I've turned off the space heater that we had in here, and it is nice and toasty in here now.
Did you check and see if the, not steam, the smoke is coming out of the chimney?
Oh, I can, yeah.
I mean, it must be going somewhere.
Okay, so it's all done. I checked the downstairs. There's no smoke coming. We have another section for the chimney to go in downstairs in the basement, but that seems to be doing fine. The piping seems to be holding up, and there's a lot of heat coming off of this thing already. It's great.
It's even, you can even actually cook on here.
Yeah, we cooked a cran already.
Yeah, we cooked a cran already, yes.
And then get a look at it on the inside. There we go.
Look at that.
We got fire.
All this work. Mike almost killed himself falling off the roof for the beautiful flames.
It's finally done. I mean, just a little touch-up work. I'm gonna put some cement on the piping here just to shore it up a little bit. The good news is, yeah, we lit the fire and the house isn't smoking up or anything like that, so everything seems to be working good.
And the used wood stoves actually work.
Yeah,
they are actually working.
They are actually working, and yeah. And then, I mean, we can probably really crank some heat out of here, especially if we add some more fuel to the fire.
We had to buy some because that's next on Mike's list.
Yeah, and it was raining all day today, like rain, sleet, and snow, like a little bit north of here. But I think we got it in just in time so that we will stay warm this winter and we don't have to run
High five.
space heaters all winter long and go broke off of space heaters. So.
There you go. So we're gonna close this epic of a video with a nice look at our beautiful, beautiful fire. That knob is very warm.
Is it? Yeah.
We need to get like a rubber thingy bob.
Yeah, I've been using gloves.
Nice fire.